Hello everyone, I'm very happy to welcome you all on this Warsaw Hackers League Bootcamp. Today is the second day that we are running the bootcamps in the Winter Hackers League. So you are basically one of the first people to actually come to the offline events for the Hackers League Winter to participate in the bootcamps. That's the first wave. And we are going to be having many more bootcamps throughout the next 2 months. So there is going to be a lot of things that are happening at Thought Society. I hope you can hear me well. We do have the mics, but we have a very cozy atmosphere here, so I don't want to really use the mics. First of all, I want to say that I am very grateful for our partners and sponsors and our amazing community operators. Today we are here sponsored by Tinu, Stonefy, Terminal, and we are partnered with Ton Poland community. And the Hackers League Hackathon as a global online happening is sponsored by many key players of the ecosystem. We are sponsored by Tonkeeper, Gate Ventures, DDust, Eon, GSR, Kinetic, Mixi Ventures, Arham, Curve, Ton Foundation, Panther, Ton Foundation obviously, Bybit, Adsgram, Foresight Ventures, YesCoin, and Ton Ventures. That's a large lineup, and that basically allows us to run this amazing format and have this 20 offline gatherings and have the prizes and have a $3 million prize pool for the online hackathon and 5K prize pool right here. And today we're going to be talking about Thought Society, Hackers League, and what's going to be happening here. So this is going to be the introduction presentation. I'm going to share more information about what we're going to be doing over these 3 days, what is going to be our agenda, who are the mentors of this bootcamp, and everything else. First of all, I'm going to share a couple of words about Thought Society. If you are not yet following Thought Society, I have the QR code here. Thought Society is a global grassroots movement, and we are operating and supporting the Thought community with different growth initiatives and different community and builder projects. And we have hubs all around the world. Right now we have the hubs in Korea, Hong Kong, India, Turkey, Europe, CIS, UK, UAE, APAC, and Caucasus even. And today, same as our bootcamp, we have 3 other bootcamps happening. Today we have the Bangalore, Astana, and oh my God, I think one more bootcamp happening. Yeah, the London one. So there is a lot of communities and a lot of smaller regional activists that are running these bootcamps, and we are joining this global movement. So the Hackers League. Many of you know, but I think some of you don't yet know that right now Ton is running a large online hackathon, the Hackers League. It's an online hackathon, online competition for the developers. And we have $3 million in rewards, even a bit more, like 3.3. And we're running 20 offline events like this one. So all of these offline bootcamps, they are being run in support of the online hackathon. And you all here, you're obviously encouraged and welcome to apply the online hackathon. That's what we're going to be doing over these 3 days. What we are expecting is we are expecting to run 20 boot camps successfully. We are expecting to have more than 4,000 attendees offline and online. And we are expecting to have 2,000 projects that are joining the Ton ecosystem, and hopefully a lot of them continuing the path in the Ton ecosystem and working on their products and improving and running their sustainable businesses. At the bootcamp, we are going to have the workshops, the lectures, the entertainment activities, and the wrap-up party. And you can find the whole agenda here on this QR code. That's our Luma. Luma agenda is always the most up-to-date. That's where you can find the latest agenda, because I'm actually updating that one. On the Luma agenda, you can also find the schedule of all of the other activities besides the workshops and talks. You already know there is going to be a workshop from Roman, my amazing colleague from Ton Foundation today, right after the opening presentation, But something that you might have not noticed, we are going to be having the merge machine tomorrow, and we are going to be having the robot party on Sunday. So there's lots of things to uncover in the agenda that you can check. For the previous Open League summer, for the Open League hackathon that happened in the summer, we had a very good result. We have actually received more than 1,000 applications from the teams, and we had over 3,500 participants, which means that the teams on average have 3 to 4 people in each of them. And we have run the boot camps in 13 cities all around the world. We had the camps in the CIS region, in the Caucasian region, in India, in Asia, in Europe, pretty much everywhere. And this time, we are also having all of these different locations in the boot camps. But what we're having this time that's different is actually that during the Hackers League winter, we also have our amazing ambassadors joining us and running unofficial events and boot camps. So if you by any chance have friends somewhere in, let's say, Dubai or America or any other continent or a country, they might find a boot camp or some ideathon or an event in support of the hackathon that is run by the ambassadors, that is run by the Ton activists, and that is not centralizedly operated by us. All right, what's the Hackers League timeline? I have to say I'm going to share a couple of organizational things, a couple of details, nitty-gritty things about the hackathon, so you understand better what this format means. I know that for some people, hackathons are usually something like two-day fun with their friends. At the weekends, just come hack something, create some MEP that doesn't even work, pitch, whatever. In our case, we do have this format of a two-day fun with the friends offline right here. But the actual hackathon is going to last up until end December. So there's a large happening, and that's why we are running all of these different events, and that's why we are really focusing on educating builders as much as possible, because the hackathon officially started and we ran the opening ceremony on October 5. We have opened the registrations back in September, on 13th of September, and now we are running these boot camps and online workshops from October 11 today until November 17. And there's going to be a whole large series of the online lectures and online talks from my amazing colleagues at Ton, and also from the key system projects that are sponsoring the hackathon, that are happening on our socials. So after this bootcamp, you can, first of all, attend other bootcamps, but you can also watch and listen to those talks that we are going to be having online. We have just run a workshop with Inal Kardan, the partner at Ton Ventures and previously Gamify lead at Ton Foundation. And he's been talking about the Ton and Telegram ecosystems and what you should exactly build, what VCs are looking for, what Ton Ventures are looking to invest in. So if you by any chance want to learn more about those projects that really get the funding, that's a good one to start with. So there is going to be a lot of online education that you can look at and that can help you really understand better the ecosystem and polish your ideas and choose those ideas that will work better. And we're going to go through this process of offline bootcamps, online workshops, and this whole large online hackathon, the whole building phase until November 23rd. So November 23rd is the submission date. That's where we are submitting all of the projects, finalizing the applications. That's where you have to add the pitch, demo link, descriptions, open source, the GitHub repositories, etc. You can just check the requirements on the hackathon registration page. And that's when you'll have to complete all of these registration things, because we will be starting with the review process. And the review process is going to be a three-level, three-staged judging process with these different phases. And we are really going to be checking the projects carefully. First of all, we are going to be selecting the semi-finalists. The way selecting the semi-finalists work is we are reviewing the applications. We are disqualifying those applications that don't fulfill the requirements, and we are shortlisting the candidates for the finalists. Then the next review stage is when we're selecting the finalists. So that's when we are basically shortlisting those candidates that are going to be pitching live for the judges. And that's where all of the judges, they go into the codes, they go into the presentations, speeches, applications, and check the projects. And then the third stage is the live judging session. So those of you that are going to be hardworking enough to finalize their project and to fulfill the requirements and to build the best MVP possible are going to be pitching for the judges live. And this is going to be streamed same way that we are streaming right now on all of the Ton Society and Ton Socials. And once we do that, we are going to take a couple of days to select the winners, and December 20, we're going to run the winners announcement and the closing ceremony, similar to how we ran the opening ceremony. And that's actually going to be only the start, because after winning the prize, and I'm going to go over the prizes feel like the pre-seed funding, to be honest. After winning the prize, you will have many more fun things to participate in, many more interesting opportunities, and obviously many more tasks and many more perspectives that open in front of you, as well as many more challenges. So I really hope that we do have those entrepreneurs right now with us and those startuppers that are looking for this kind of a journey, because this is a fun one for those that want to take the challenge. So for the boot camps, just a short introduction to those that are watching us live, as well as to those that are here with me right now. We are starting today with Asana, London, Tbilisi, Bangalore, and Warsaw, but we're going to be continuing with many more boot camps. We are going to have the boot camps all around Europe, Amsterdam, Paris next weekend, and I'm flying to Paris for the boot camp as well. Then we're continuing with Gurugram, Berlin, Yerevan, Belgrade, Kyiv, Ho Chi Minh, Manila, Bangkok, Istanbul. A lot of things planned, and if you are looking to attend more than one bootcamp, you do have to apply separately for each one. So for those that are watching us live, you can just go to the Ton Society website and find the whole list of the bootcamps with their dates. To be honest, we're just running them every weekend. That's how you know when each of the boot camps happen. What are the tracks at the online hackathon? This is a very important part to go through, because the tracks at the hackathon basically give you a bit of a guidance and a bit of a hint on the directions that you can look into. Of course, you don't have to really limit yourself with these tracks or only think about these particular categories when planning on the project that you want to build, because the project should definitely go from your heart and should definitely be something that you are genuinely excited about and want to build and want to have in your life and that you would like to use personally. But these are the verticals that we are just giving you as examples and as an inspiration to choose from and to innovate in. We do have the DeFi track, which is sponsored by Curve Finance, and there is a large list of those DeFi sub-tracks and ideas that you can build in. There is a whole list of the meme coin related projects and products that you can build. So for those that are fans of meme coins, you can check the hackathon description and find a whole list of the meme coin related things. Then there is also the social Web3 and utility, Gamify and onboarding, which is sponsored by Edsgram, on-chain data analytics, sponsored by Arham, and interoperability, sponsored by GSR. All of these tracks, they are important because when choosing the track, you are choosing that particular one that you are going to be competing in and that you are going to be qualifying for the prizes in. But at the same time, you can just choose that track which fits the most for your idea. That doesn't have to be something that is straightforward on-chain data analytics. If it's something related to the on-chain data analytics, for example, that's enough good to apply. Besides the default tracks, this time we have something that we haven't had before. We have the partner tracks. So our amazing title sponsors, Ton Apps, Gate Ventures, Eon, and Didust, they are all running additional tracks that are standalone ones from the default hackathon tracks. So these are the tracks that you can actually apply for in addition to those main ones. If you are building some project where you are using Ton API, you just can apply for the Ton apps track and win a share of the 30,000 prize pool. There is the prize pool, which consists of cash rewards and Ton API credits and messaging credits. So there is a good opportunity to get additional bounty for those that are already using Ton API or to learn how to use Ton API and integrate Ton API into your project. Then there is also Gate Ventures track, looking for gaming and mini apps. Gate Ventures, they were very kind to provide very detailed instructions on what projects that they are looking for. So you can just check on the hackathon registration page and find the details on the track. But I'm just going to say that they have a lot of prizes. Besides the cash prizes, they are also gonna invest the capital into the projects, and they're committing 500,000 capital for the selected hackathon projects. So by participating in the Gate Ventures track, you really get the opportunity to receive the pre-seed funding for your project to continue building. Then there is Eon, and Eon is a very interesting case for us. Eon actually has their own hackathon for the gaming projects. So we've partnered to allow the Hackers League participants to as well apply for the Eon track. And all of the gaming participants are going to be applied to the Eon track automatically, and you can as well apply to the Eon hackathon and compete for a very large prize pool. And then there's also DDoS track, which is a secret. We are going to be announcing the details later, but DDoS is running a separate track for the DeFi projects at the hackathon, and they're going to be looking for those that are going to be able to integrate something secret that they're going to be releasing very, very soon. Besides that, as I've already mentioned, we do have the committed capital for the projects, for the selected hackathon projects from the VC partners. So Gate Ventures, Ton Ventures, Kinetic Capital, Foresight Ventures, and MEXC Ventures, they have all committed some capital that totaled in $2 million for those projects that are going to be hacking at the hackathon. And all of the projects that apply, if they make it to the semi-finalist list or to the finalist list, they are all eligible for the review, and they have a chance to be selected as the projects for the VC investments. So just make sure to include all of the needed information in your application. Please make sure to include the business model, the tokenomics if that's applicable, the product implementation, the technical implementation, and more details on what's this project about that you're building and how this project can make a real business. And you will get a chance to be considered for these investments from the VC partners that are also going to be speaking at the online workshops and that have spoken at the opening ceremony. So the opening ceremony can give you more hints on what you can build and what VC partners are looking for, what VCs are now excited about and interested in. So how do you register? It's very simple. For the online hackathon, we have the ecosystem portal that's used not only for the hackathon, but for the rest of the ecosystem opportunities. What you do, you just go to eco.ton.org, and that's where you can find the Hackers League Hackathon Winter 2024 card. So you just go there and you click apply. You'll have to connect your wallet and create your project on the ecosystem portal. That's the first stage, and then you have to register that project for the particular hackathon application. It's important to understand that there's two steps, because by creating the project on the ecosystem portal, you actually create the card in the directory of all of the teams that are participating in different ecosystem opportunities, and you will be able to apply your project to different opportunities, to different programs that fit Ton ecosystem, not only the hackathon. So the hackathon is indeed your first entry into the ecosystem, and that's what will allow you to get many more support and many more benefits and advantages in the Ton ecosystem. Besides that, there is a fun fact. All of the projects that are registering on the ecosystem portal are going to get the developer SBTs. So if you are registering at the eco portal, you're going to have the contribute the build SBT, which is your on-chain badge about being the developer. So how do you win the Hackers League Bootcamp and consequently the hackathon? It's very easy. You have to build your project, to build your pitch. Then you have to apply for the hackathon. That's very important for the application. And then you'll have to pitch at the third and get your share of the prize pool, which is $5,000 for top 3 teams. The first team is going to get $2,500. Second best team is going to get $1,500. And the third best team is going to get $1,000 on Sunday. So that's very close. And your pitch is going to decide who's going to win the prize pool on the spot. And what's the life after the hackathon? I really like to talk about this. And I usually have my amazing colleague, Alona Shmalko, talking about this topic. There is a lot of different opportunities that are all at the ecosystem portal. So that's the QR code, which leads to the ecosystem portal. And if you are not yet acquainted with the ecosystem portal, you do have to check what's that, because the ecosystem portal is this platform where we have all of the different opportunities for the teams, for the projects that are building on Ton. And a lot of good programs, they open up in front of the hackathon participants right after the hackathon. And some of them are the Open League, of course. That's the ecosystem-wide competition, a very large program which we are envisioning to run for the next couple of years. And we are distributing enormous incentives within this program for different types of the projects, for apps, for games, for DeFi projects, for tokens, etc. Then there is also Tonnest. This is a newly launched project, and this is the community that we are building in order to support the early stage teams. So if you are that team that doesn't have any traction yet, that is not yet sure what to build even, Tonnest is a good place to start. Because Tonnest is actually the community where we are just running mentorship sessions, and you get the opportunity to talk to the mentors every week. And we have the leaderboard where you are showing progress, and by showing your progress in the leaderboard, you get the marketing support from Ton, and you get the financial rewards from Ton. So that's a very easy one, low barrier entry program. And once you join the Tonnest, that's where you get to grow and you get to develop your project, even if there's no hackathon happening. Of course, we do have the grants, and there is the track for the grants within the Open League for the DeFi projects, as well as grants for the rest of the verticals, just generally. And we have the Telegram App Center, which is a very large social media channel, as well as the platform itself within Telegram for all of the mini apps, same as the App Store basically works, to list and to get showcased in front of millions of users. Telegram channel, I think, has like 7 million subscribers, while the bot itself with the Telegram App Center, with all of the apps listed, has a couple of million daily active users as well. So this is a very good opportunity for those that are just launching, for those that are just having the very initial traction, a very initial MVP progress, to get this initial audience and to have the access to the real users that are looking to discover more apps, and to use something like your app for those users that are basically already looking for an app that you are building. And besides these ones are obviously very related to the projects, to the builders, to those that are looking to do startups, for the entrepreneurs. We have the Ton Syndicate program and the Ton Breakfast program. So that's the one that I think is the most fun, and that's how I met a lot of amazing people in the Ton ecosystem. Ton Breakfast, it's actually the Telegram chat, which is called Ton Breakfast. That's a program where you can host a Ton breakfast in any city where you live and get refunded for that from Ton. And this way participate in the Ton Ambassadors Program and become a member of Ton Syndicate. And then within Ton Syndicate, we are providing microgrants funding for different kinds of activations. You can do whatever events you like, whatever interesting community meetups and gatherings that you like. And that in fact helps to grow your network and grow your and grow your product and improve your product as well, because you get to connect with so many different Ton enthusiasts in real life that it's inevitable to polish the idea, to bring it to the next level, and to elevate the execution. Today, and for the next couple of days, we are going to be here on the ground. The organizers team, that's me, there's Alanes, there's Daria, and there is also Dan that you met at the registration. All of us, we are organizing this event. So if you have any questions, if you need any help, anything, you notice that anything is broken, you need anything to support you with your building, you need to ask anything, you need to have any directions, just come up to us and give us your questions, requests, etc. We can help with anything, or we can help to direct you to any of the responsible people that can help with your requests and with your needs. Besides that, we are going to be joined by a lot of very good mentors, founders, and builders of the Ton ecosystem. We are going to have Rostislav Rudakov, CBDO at Ton Apps, arriving tomorrow morning, as well as Salomina arriving today and doing a speech about partnerships, and Eric from the terminal team arriving today's evening. We have Roman Krutové with us, the infrastructure lead at Ton Foundation. We have Dan. Dan is actually the person that builds teammates and bots every day for fun. So if you have any questions about teammates, how to build, what to do, if you have any bug, just go to Dan. Dan can help. We're going to have the Vladislav Isaikin, the CEO at Terminal Game. And we are going to be joined by two of the builder patronuses. These are the builders that are already launching the projects on Ton and being very successful. We're going to have Michal Dambrovsky, co-founder and CEO at Olympics, joining us tomorrow, and Javor from Redstone joining us, I think, today's evening. So if you have any questions, just come up to them. It's going to be a very chill atmosphere, so you can ask any of your, you can show any of your prototypes, ideas, MVPs, and you can get a lot of feedback, and you can ask any of questions, or you can ask for any advice that you need from all of these mentors. They want to talk to you, so don't be shy. They're here because they want to share their expertise, and they want to share their knowledge, and they want to help grow new amazing products. That's in their best interest. All right, a couple of words about venue today and for the next 2 days. We are now at Samo Centrum. This is an amazing venue, and we're very happy that we had the chance to collaborate with Samo Centrum on this event. We are going to have 3 rooms for us. Right now, we are in Komenkova. The ground floor, right under us, the Hades room, is going to be the room where we are creating the chill zone, the food zone, and that's the room where we are going to have the sleeping zone night. So if anyone here wants to stay for the night at this venue, this is totally all right. We're going to have the mattresses and the sleeping bags in Hades room set up for the night. And the whole night you can stay there, you can hack but be very quiet, or you can sleep. In addition to that, right at the next to the Hades room at the right, there are showers. So if you want to take a shower, you can just go there, find the showers, and refresh yourself. Right now we are in Komenkova. That's the room where we are going to have all of the workshops, talks, work, and networking zone. Everything is going to happen here. So if you want to have, if you want to listen to the talks, just come here. As well as if you want to ask the questions to the mentors, I will make sure to ask them to come here often, so you'll be able to meet them here. And we actually have the top room right above us for the work and quiet zone. This is the room where we are going to be working on the projects, working with the teams. Please be quiet there. don't be loud. You can still discuss your ideas with the team. You can do the team meetings. You can do the ideations, iterations, etc. But that's the room where everyone is going to be working. There are sockets, everything is set up, so just please come up there for the work and quiet zone. We're going to play some lo-fi music there. And we're going to have the announcements board. Some of you may have noticed that we have the announcements board right there. So that announcements board is the board where you can put your sticky note and state if you're looking for the team or if you're looking for the teammates. Don't forget to put there some info about you. Say what you're looking for, what can you do, what's your Telegram contact, and just pin the note at the board. The pink notes are going to be for those who have the team or an idea and are looking for more teammates to bring in. And the green ones are going to be for those that are looking for the people with the ideas or teams already. We are running the Onton SBT campaign for this event. So if anyone here wants an SBT, I really recommend you to try these SBTs if you have never ever collected SBTs. You just have to scan and you will see the mini app. That's a good example of a mini app on Telegram. That's a mini app that has the integration with Ton already. They are selling some tickets for Ton. Obviously, our SBT is not purchasable. You do not have to pay for it, but you have to just put this. QR code on your Telegram. Okay, that's my last slide for today. I'm just going to remind you that for the agenda, you have to follow this QR or this QR. We have these QRs all around the venue. And if you want to connect to Wi-Fi, just please scan this QR code right now at the screen, because that's the one that connects you to Wi-Fi. And I am not sure what's the Wi-Fi password, so you have to scan. Right now, I think I'm done with this large introduction. I'm wondering how much it took. Oh my God, it was 30 minutes. Well, I'm very happy that you've listened for this introduction until the end. And before we start with Roman's talk, and Roman is going to be talking about starting with Ton, actually, how to start with Ton in 2024. I want to do a small exercise with you to just meet each other better and get to know each other. Right now, I'll ask everyone here to change their seat in a way that there is two people next to you that you do not know. So you have to somehow change the seats, so you only have those people that you do not know, or you just met today maybe, and you had like a very small networking, but not those people that you came with. Что? Слышишь игру? А я уже? А? Да? You have to change the seats, so there is two people that you do not know next to you.
Keep the stream on.
Roman Krutovoy. He's the infrastructure lead at Ton, and actually Roman is the person behind the Ton teleport, the bridge for Bitcoin to Ton. So he's the nerdy one, and I'm very excited here today to be opening the part of the workshops for the bootcamp with the topic of how to start with Ton. That's the very first one that usually we have to talk about when onboarding the developers to Ton. And I'm just gonna ask to be a bit more quiet, or you can go to the networking room. Um, okay. Today we are going to be talking about Ton development, about the resources that you might need to start developing on Ton, start building on Ton. And without any further ado, I'm just going to give this mic to Roman. And I'm going to say that we are going to do this talk right now, and it's going to be around 30 to 45 minutes talk. And then at around 2, we're going to all gather together for the lunch in the Heights room. That's our outline. So you don't want to stress too much. This is the light day today, and this is one of 2 talks that we are doing today, and this is one of the most important ones to listen to for sure. Well, Roman, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for taking the time to do the Warsaw Bootcamp again, same as the summer one, and I'm very happy to get you here on the stage.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you, Helena. Thank you, everybody, very much. Um, yeah, nice to meet you. I'm Roman. Okay, before we begin, I want to add some context. Why should you listen to me? Why it's important? So, before working on Ton Teleport and infrastructure, we created the first version of Ton documentation. All the education materials you will learn during your way. The onboarding team I worked with have built. So my goal for today is to save you days, if not weeks. And my first question to you, actually, who are the developer? Please hand up. Okay, great, more than half. That's great. And who is both a founder and developer? Please hand up. Okay, around 30%. Well, that's also great. I hope that these materials will save you a lot of time, so you can focus not only on technology, but also product side. And yeah, by the way, the last question. Who were presented on the last bootcamp in June? Please hand up. Okay, like around 10 people. I got you covered. You will see some updates for last 4 months about the tooling we have from the community. Like 2-3 weeks ago, we have released some, I would say, crucial tooling for improving developer experience. So yeah, but it's at the end. Okay, let's begin from the basics. If someone don't have a wallet still, it's built by passionate and talented team. It's like a frontier team who developed the first user experience we have. It's a major wallet, and you already can add multiple wallets in TonKeeper. You can test Ton transactions, you can test USDT transactions, your tokens, you can add testnet, and you can see how your user will use your application exactly. So you can test the flow. And if we are going about development, I would recommend a developer portal. It's your best friend, basically. So like, if you want to understand what should I do, how should I build, please go to this link and you will see the answer, most probably. Like, We spent 2 years building this developer portal. And for those who prefer not only reading, but also watching, we have a TON course. This TON course is focused on technical side, which means this TON course built specially for developers. TONkeeper founder has a module there. Like he spent a lot of his time explaining TON concepts, explaining how to build smart contracts, how to structure the architecture. We have a representative from top there who say like how to build your product, for whom. So if you are founder and developer boss, please watch this course. We have both English-speaking version and Russian-speaking version, actually made by AI. So yeah, we are in 2024. Let's use AI for everything. Okay, I think we are ready to go to practice. If you're a developer and want to kick off your journey with playing with code, please use this example. This is a Telegram mini application with JSON transfers included, with TON Connect included. Like you press button, you see how your wallet interacts with the application. You see the whole code. Just copy and paste into your application and use it from day one. I hope this application can help you build and win this bootcamp in these 3 days. But if you want to go deeper than just copy and paste, you should do a deep dive into understanding. Okay, we have this store. We can connect wallet, but how this connection works actually? And for this, we should dig deep into the application layer. So we'll do a small deep dive into what TON Connect is, what APIs TON has, which API should you use, how to work with your tokens. If you mint a token, how to work with it, how to send it to your friend, how to send it to thousands of your users. And if we are talking about TON Connect, yeah, you can see, like from Web 1, we migrate to Web 2, and right now, you can immediately get access to funds of your users with one button, with Connect Wallet. That's the answer. Simplify onboarding. For those of you who don't have enough time to build solutions by themselves, we have a cookbook, so you can check out the whole community experience with 20+ examples. Please use it, scan the QR code. If you don't have enough time to scan, you always can check out the presentation after, or send this presentation to your developers. So don't worry, let's go to the next slide. Speaking about TON API, for what can you use TON API? If you open the documentation, you will see many APIs, many types of APIs. So to save you a lot of time, I would say that usually you use TON API for backend of your application, to show the end user the status of your transactions, the most simple use case, to show updates to your users, to do a snapshot before doing an airdrop, to work with some addresses, JSON addresses, or user addresses, and scan their activity. So which type of API should you use? There are many of them. But for this bootcamp, to kick off your journey and build the application, I recommend you use TON API. TON API built by TON Apps team, but it will be honest to say that it's built by TONkeeper team. So the most senior people in TON, they are developers and made this tooling for developers. So please save your time with TON API. And if you want to send some money from one wallet to another on your backend, if you want to send some tokens from one wallet to another, or do some business logic, please use Assets SDK. It's a really high-level SDK, so you like, right, okay, here's private key, here's my wallet, please send money to another wallet. That's it. It's really high level, and you won't spend a lot of time building messages on a low level. That's it for an application layer. but some of you, okay, yeah. Who is a smart contract developer? Please hand up. Okay, really, 5 people. So, yeah, guys, not so much. Let's try to be quick here. If we are speaking about smart contracts, uh, it's a really hard topic, but let's try to deep into it. So we will start from languages. We have 3 smart contract languages on Ton for today. First is Fifth, but let's keep it. Fancy is like the most popular one, and Tact is the next generation language. You can also see which SDKs we support to interact with your smart contracts. I will just say that TypeScript is the most supported. The second one is Python and Golang, and C++ is a third wave of support. Fancy language looks like this. It's more about working with bits. If you came with C++ background, you will like it. I would also say that Fancy language will be upgraded, hugely upgraded, in the next 3 weeks. You will see the announcement during the gateway, so please stay tuned. If you want to learn Fancy, please check, again, this course. Please check the documentation, and we have ready to use examples. And we have a tech language, second the most popular one. Tech language looks like this. It's more about working with objects. It's like a simple counter. Like you work more about object-oriented programming, not working with bits, but with objects. And I would say that we have tech documentation, and tech community did a great job upgrading it and making the tech book. Like 2 weeks ago, there were pull requests with 8,000 lines of code added. Like, the guy did a crazy job. So, for those who want to try Tact by example, documentation, actually the Tact book, and please ask your questions to the guys who develop Tact. In this community, they answer. That's it. And probably you have a question. Which language should I use? Fancy or Tact? The answer is that if you want to build a long-term solutions, use Fancy. If you want to kick off your journey, please use Tact. Like, Tact is for rapid, like 1-2 days. Install Cursor, include Tact documentation, using AI, using Cloud, you can create the whole smart contract in 5 minutes, and it works. So, smart contract toolkit, ready to use examples. Blueprint SDK is like a hard hat in Ethereum. And please focus on sharding. If you want to build smart contracts for millions of users, please understand about sharding. It's really important for Ton. Otherwise, your smart contract will freeze. Some articles I won't focus on them because I think you are really experienced guys. And we are coming into top 3 secret tools released like 3 weeks ago from Ton community. 3 JD techniques for Ton developers. And the first one is a wallet, actually. So I've spoken about Ton Keeper, but if you're a developer, if you want to improve your developer experience and you want to go deep into understanding what your smart contracts do, you will use this wallet, Ton Dev wallet, created by guys from Ton Diamonds, CTO of Ton Diamonds, actually. So it supports Ton Connect, for sure. It supports multiple private keys, multiple wallets, and you can emulate your transactions and see where your money will go, like step by step. You can understand the whole way. But sometimes you need not only emulation, you want to understand what's going on in the mainnet. Like, for example, you did a swap on DDust. What is a swap on DDust? And with TVM retracer, you can understand what is the swap on DDust. So you did a swap, you can understand what the contracts did, where money went, and how it works. So you see step by step every part of transaction, every message. You can debug everything in mainnet, in both in testnet. And sure, it has UI. It's not popular in Web3 to make UIs, so it has really cool UI. I'm very sure it's made by AI again. So 2024, we use AI for everything. And third JD technique is for those of you who build social applications for millions. If you build a social application for millions, you want to make an airdrop, you plan to do a snapshot, and after that, make an airdrop for millions, for tens of millions of users in Telegram. We prepared, in one article, we collected the whole year of tap to earn experience. And based on Notcoin Mint, Dogs Mint, AvaCoin, Hamster Combat, everything collected in one article, 3 top tier tools, updated maybe 1 week ago. The whole article exists, I think, for 2 or 3 weeks. So you can be the first one who will use these tools actually. And it supports mintless Jeton standard, which was battle tested on Hamster Combat. I would say that's it for now. So we started from basics, from wallets, from Ton course. We went into Ton Connect to understand the application layer. We understood how to send your money from one wallet to another with Assets SDK. We understood what API is, how to use, which API should you use during the bootcamp. We went deep into the smart contracts and how they work. And now you know the secret tools that Ton developers use for today. That's it. Thank you very much. Feel free to ask your questions. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Does anyone have any questions right now for Roman?
It's fine. Feel free to prepare your questions and ask during the bootcamp. So I'm here. We are here. That's it. Thank you.
Super. Thank you so much for listening to this very first Open workshop keynote of the Warsaw Bootcamp. Right now, we just have the free time to network, to go to talk to Roman. And in around 40 minutes, we'll start serving the lunch. So you can come to the Haze room for lunch. And in the afternoon, we're going to have a talk from Alessia about BizDev and how to do partnerships to help the project development. And that's the agenda for today in terms of the talks and important things.
Супер. Должен ли я сдать тебе микрофон?
We'll be right back.